Hello everyone, welcome to the video. So in the last section we had seen on how to install Docker on a Linux based operating system, and we were actually able to run commands to list out all the Docker containers and the Docker images which are available on your particular VM. But there are scenarios in which when you do a Docker installation on a particular VM, you might run into a permission denied issue which doesn't allow you to list all your Docker containers and the Docker images. So I'll just show you how it looks like. So I actually have a VM created for that, and I have also performed the installation of Docker on this particular VM. This is the adapter for this particular VM has also been changed, therefore I'll be trying to access it over my mobile external. So I have already accessed this particular VM, and you can see that the Docker is already installed in it. But now in the last video, when we used to do the Docker version, we were able to see the client as well as the server information, and this is the permission denied issue which I was trying to talk to you about. So by default what happens is whenever you install a Docker, a group which is the name in the name of Docker, it is created, and whenever the installation is done, the user which you are trying to run your commands as it is not actually added to your Docker group. So that's why when you try to do it as a root command, so it won't give you any issues. So if I do a Docker version over here, you see it is listing the client as well as the server details for the sudo user. It is because while you are doing the installation of Docker, we used sudo apt get install docker.io. Adding a sudo made it having root privileges and added the root user to access on the Docker group. And anyways, root is the user which has the highest privileges on a particular Linux operating system. But when we are trying to run the Docker commands using a normal user, Docker user in our case, so we get the permission denied issue. So the simplest way to resolve this is we add this particular user to the Docker group and then restart this particular VM. So I'll be switching back to my Docker user, and just to re-show it what is the issue, we do a Docker version. So yeah, this is the same permission denied issue. So in order to resolve this, we actually run command as sudo usermod -a capital G docker and $user. So what this does is this is for modifying the group of a particular available on your Linux VM, and here is the group name and here is the user which we are trying to add to the particular group. -a and G are the options for addition of the user to the particular group which is mentioned in the command. Now this is actually an environment variable on the machine which allows you to use the particular user which you're trying to log in as and trying to run the command as. So when I do a simple echo $user, so you might see the same user which you have logged in as and using which you are running the commands. So if we do again the same thing which we talked about, so the user mod -a capital G docker and $user. So this does work out fine. And now when we do a Docker version, we still see that there is an issue. Just now, in order to reflect the changes done by this command, we actually need to reboot the VM. So we do sudo init 6, which is a shortcut to reboot. So we could also see that the machine is rebooting over here. So let's wait for some time and let this machine come up. Okay, the machine is up. So we are trying to access the same over mobile external, and now we when we do a Docker version, see, we don't see the permission denied issues again, and we are able to list the client version and the server version using the simple user what we have logged in as. So this is the way to resolve the permission denied issue post installation of Docker. So this was the video which I was trying to explain how to resolve the permission denied issues post Docker installation. So in case of any issues or doubts, please feel free to comment it out in the comment section, and do let me know if there are any other requirements or any other videos which you require kind of a hands-on on. Thank you so much. Take care.